Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something quite interesting. It's about turning those, useful chat threads into actual structured developer guides.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine you have a really helpful back and forth, maybe solving a problem. This process lets you capture that instantly.
Instantly is the key word there, I think. Saves a ton of time,
Mm.
right? Instead of manually writing things up. So we've been looking at the instructions for this. What's the first move?
Okay, so the first thing you do, according to the source, is find the conversation thread you want to save. You hover your mouse over the very first message in that thread.
Right, and that makes those little three dots appear, the menu icon.
Exactly. You click on those dots,
And that.
and then you'll see an option pretty clearly labeled Save this thread. You just click that.
So one click and the whole conversation is flagged, not like copy-pasting bits and pieces.
Precisely. It
Yeah.
captures the entire context of that thread in one go. Much cleaner.
Okay, so I've hit save this thread.
Yeah.
Where does it actually go?
Good question. The instructions mention a specific place, the Docky app home. Apparently, right after you save, a button pops up.
Let me guess, it says go to Docky app home.
You got it. Very straightforward. Click that, and it takes you to the central hub.
Okay, so now I'm in this Docky app home. How do I find the thread I just saved?
Well, it seems designed for this. There should be another button right there on the home page labeled something like Saved Thread.
Ah, makes sense. Like a dedicated inbox for these saved conversations.
Exactly. You click on Saved Thread, and boom, there's the discussion you flagged. Keeps things organized.
Right, stops them getting lost. Okay, now for the cool part, turning the chat into a guide.
This is where the AI comes in. Once you've opened that saved thread, you'll see a Generate button.
Just
Generate.
seems like it. You click that, and that's what starts the conversion process.
Does it just automatically know I want a developer guide? Ah, no. That's the next step. After hitting Generate the first time, you get what the source calls an AI prompt. It sounds like it's basically a drop-down menu.
Okay, and in that menu.
You select the type of content you want. In this case, you'd choose Developer Guide. You're telling the AI the specific format.
So you're guiding the AI, telling it, make this kind of document.
Precisely. It's not just a generic summary. You're asking for a specific structure useful for developers.
Got it. And after I select Developer Guide from the dropdown,
You click Generate again.
a second Generate button.
Yeah, seems like a confirmation step. First you initiate, then you specify the type, then you confirm and really generate the guide.
Okay, 2 clicks for generation.
Yeah.
And then what happens? What do I get?
You get a generated developer guide, the output based on the conversation and your instruction.
And is it, like, finished? Perfect. Ready to go.
Well, the source says you can then edit, review, and post to any channel. So it gives you a solid draft, a starting point.
Which is important, right? You'd always want a human eye on it before sharing widely.
Absolutely. AI is great for the initial heavy lifting, structuring, formatting, but review is key for accuracy, nuance, maybe adding context that AI missed.
So let's recap quickly. Hover, click the dots, save thread, go to the app home, find the save thread, click generate.
Then choose Developer Guide from the dropdown.
Click generate again.
And then you have your draft guide ready for review and editing.
That actually sounds pretty efficient when you lay it out like that.
It really does. Think about documenting a quick fix someone shared or turning a Q&A into a mini FAQ. This could speed that up significantly.
Yeah, no more, oh, I should write that down later, and then forgetting. You just capture it right then and there.
Yeah.
It definitely makes you wonder what other kinds of everyday conversations, maybe team meetings or brainstorming sessions, could be turned into something more structured and reusable this way.
That's a great question. The potential efficiency gains are quite interesting to think about.
Definitely something to ponder. What could you turn into a valuable resource using a process like this? That's your food for thought from this deep dive. Thanks for joining us.